Dear students, in today's lecture, we will be discussing about the product life cycle theory of international trade. This theory was given by Raymond Verman in mid 1960s. According to this PLC theory of international trade, the production location for many products move from one country to another country depending on the stages in the product's life cycle. As we have already studied the PLC in the marketing, that are there are the five stages of product life cycle, like introductory, then there is growth, maturity, decline. So these are the various phases of product life cycle. So this on this product life cycle, the theory of international trade takes based on, and it doctrine that the product from one country to another country, the same product have different product life cycle in the various different countries. So it was based on the observation that the most of the 20th century are a large proportion of world's new product has been developed by US firms or sold in US market first. Mass production automobile, television, instant camera, photocopter, PCs and semiconductor chips. So Vernon argued that wealth and size of US market gave us US firm a strong initiative to develop a new product. So basically, what is that in the initial stage, they they produce such products like way in which they have specialization. Then the product life cycle stages, as first one is introduction, that is innovation in the response to observed needs. So like we first the firm will observe what are the need of the customer and then innovative, then exporting by the innovative countries means like exporting done by such innovative countries who have developed it. Then evolving product characteristics, so like few of the characteristics like get developed. Then growth increase in export by the innovative country. Then more competition is there, like more and more players are now coming into the market with the same and or the similar kind of that is differentiated products. Then increased capital intensity was there, like the capital incentives intensity also get increased on the large scale or mass production. Then some foreign productions are also get outsourcing. Then the third stage is the maturity stage, that is the declining in the export from the innovative countries. Now firms are not exporting. Those innovative companies are not innovating. They are more towards the product standardization, and more capital intensity was there. Then we have production startup in emerging countries, economies, like more and more productions get start in the developing countries, and then there is decline. Concentration of product in emerging economies, the term of such are called rising south, rising south. Then in innovative country become net importer. Now most of the countries who have innovated, and then few of them get developed, and then the country who developed actually developed become the uh, innovator. Then the first stage is introduction. We have innovation, production, and sales in same country. So like in this PLC form, we have the sale in the same country, that product are developed, become there is a nearby observation, need and market for them. Once a firm has created a new product theory, um, it can manufacture that product anywhere in the world. Then we have location and importance of technology. Then we have a companies who use technology to create new product and new ways to produce old products. So more and more focus is into the research and development form. Then second stage is growth. In this stage, The sales of new product grow, competitors enter into the market, then the demand substantially rise, justifying the products in the market. Then we have a rapid sales growth at home and abroad, and the original producing company will increase its export in this stage. So this is the stage where the firm actually innovative firm actually increase the production and export. Then maturity. At the stage, this stage, worldwide demand became at the level of, although may be growing in some countries and declining in other, but it is at the peak. Then the product model became highly standardized, making cost an important competitive weapon. So cost and effectiveness was also there. Then there is incentives to become moving plants to emerging market where unskilled, inexpensive labor is insufficient. Then export decreases from innovative countries and then foreign products. Then the last stage is the declining stage, where the product move to the declining stage, that for the innovative. Those factors occurring during the maturity stage continues to evolve. So this is what the graphical representation of the product life cycle. First stage is the introductory, then we have growth, then we have maturity, and on the this x-axis we have time, and on y-axis we have the level of sales, then decline and withdrawal. Then verification of with example. Say here, if we talk about the example of ball pens, ballpoint pens and portable calculators have followed this pattern. They were first produced in a single industrial country and sold at high price. Then production shifted to multiple industrial countries location and then served to the local market. And finally, most production is in the emerging market and price have developed. Then if we talk about the limitations of PLC, we have the product become very rapidly innovative. Then a luxury product for which cost is of little concern to the consumer. Then what will be in the case of product for which a company can use a differentiation strategy. So these are the PLC theory of international trade.